from you, from buying his records when he was on top of the pops. He governed a lot of BBC, and now they're going to make a bloody film about it. Well, as far as I'm concerned, they can stuff that film right up there. Excuse me, out, because we don't want it. And anybody who contributes to that, as far as I'm concerned, is as evil as Jimmy Savile himself. He preyed on vulnerable children. He preyed on... Did you all know that he also preyed on dead children? That's how he was. He was a sick beast.
That's why he was under the hospital trust by volunteers, so he could sleep with dead people.
That's right. He was let into different hospitals, Broadmoor, etc., to do what he wanted to do.
BBC, not even interested. Not interested in real stories.
We've got the
Here's a BBC, bullshit news. You're the last news channel. You're the last news channel to start covering any of this. Yeah, RT's already started covering it, mate. BBC, full of shit. Not even interested in what I've got to say. I'm a fucking true victim, mate. You're not even interested in interviewing me. Fuck you, BBC. Fuck you.
You want his summer holiday.
Yeah, exactly. I'm here telling him about why I've been in case since I was a year fucking old. These arseholes don't even want to fucking know. Bullshit news.
Don't want to know. That's the same fucking
Just fucking walked off while I was halfway through talking to him, the fucking arrogant shit.
Ignorant as well.
Ignorant cunt.
I thought he was
BBC bullshit, mate. It's what you are, your corporation is. Yeah, it is.
British Mother Income Corporation.
Yeah. Here I am, a fucking victim from being a year old in care, and you're not even fucking interested in interviewing me. Bollocks to you. Fucking BBC bullshit. Go fuck off. Wait, I know it is. It's not about very nice things. You're keeping it calm.
We are.
You're keeping it calm.
No, we've got to keep it calm.
I hate BBC.
I'm only telling the truth. I'm only telling them the truth.
In Watkin, 29 years, trying to abuse a 1-year-old child. I find him sick. And I hope he rots in jail, and I hope he looks over his shoulder every night. Somebody will get him. I really feel sorry for people like that. They say people who are a paedophile, they say that it's genetic. I've never heard such crap in my life. It is not genetic. No one, abuse does not go on from one generation to a generation after.
Yeah, I'm so on the brain. I've got a lot of pressure going on.
The tendency of that man, and April who died 2 years ago, her mother and father said, and I do hope she gets that she's saying, if people have them tendencies and cry out for help, let them get that help before they go out and abuse, because that abused child is a damaged child, and it has to stop. And if they can get support and help before they interfere with the child, we'll let them do that, and I hope the government will fund those people, because at the end of the day it can be a cry for help. The people that download porno, so what? The ones who download child images, that is the ones that are evil as well. Downloading sick photographs. Watch your phone, be careful who's about. Watch your children on the beach, because in 1 minute your children's photograph, if they're running around with no clothes on, and 1 minute later that will be on the internet, and it'll be around like wildfire. Because people enjoy watching that sort of stuff. Me, I find it all sick. But anyway, that's me talking, and I'm sure there's more here who want to come up and have a little bit of a chill one. Right,
yeah, I'll come up and talk.
I'll talk.
Right.
Yeah.
We've got cameras, make sure you've got a poster to be on.
Is it recording already? Right, my name's Andrew Mackey. I was brought up in care from a year old. I started off at a place called Dayton Close School. I was the youngest child ever to be put in a maladjusted children's home at that particular time. From there I was touched up in the shower rooms by Mr. Reed and Mr. Clarkston, where they came in and made excuses that they had to examine me for the doctor. They fingered my ass, they played with my cock. I ran away 3 or 4 times from this children's home, and they ended up putting me into another children's home called St. William's in Market Wheaton. I got knocked out there by a member of staff and kept unconscious for 5 days while I was raped by paedophile priests. That's my story. From there I come out, I went straight to jail. I was in jail till I was, 21, in and out and in and out. Eventually I met other people who had been raped by members of staff in children's homes, and they taught me into starting to behave myself, getting out of being so angry with the system and society for doing what they did to me as a child. And here I am today, finally come out of the woodwork to tell all the people about the sort of things that go on in this country. Now, thank you very much. Now also, I'm probably the only person, since this has been going on for the last 12 years, since the police came to see me, because they'd arrested 2 people for trying to kill one of the priests, Brother James, from St. William's School. And while I was in the cells, they made a statement to the police saying what they saw happened to me. I didn't know nothing about it. I thought I was only knocked out for a couple of hours. It turned out it was 5 days, mate. 5 days. The police came to see me. They interviewed me about it. Said, could I remember? I can't remember it. I remember coming in and out of consciousness. But they went away. They said that they was going to investigate it further. They never did. 2 years ago, I got the balls together to pick up the phone and phone the police to ask them what they was doing about it. They said they'd investigate it, and my case wasn't important enough to be looking into. Then this Christmas, the police then phoned me up 2 days after my birthday and 3 days before Christmas and told me that there was no records of me ever being in care. No records whatsoever now exist of me being in care, apart from one foster parent called the Boots, who fostered me on a weekend, once a fortnight, and sometimes once a month. Now, the solicitors firms, which I'm not going to mention, but I went to a solicitor's firm 2 years ago, they themselves are playing part in covering up paedophilia within the system. They're trying to get people to take out-of-court settlements to keep it out of the public eye. I've told them no amount of money will fix this, and I want to take it to court. I want to take it the full way. They're trying to tell me that I'm best taking an out-of-court settlement. They're also hiding information themselves. They're adding bits to my statements that I've given them. They've also, in order to collapse the case, and this is the solicitors we're talking about here, they've put my statement in, but it's got the wrong name on it. They've spelled my name wrong, which on its own can have it kicked out of court. Now, solicitors firms know this. They're doing this on purpose. The police are trying to get us all to commit suicide by phoning us up on times like right next to your birthday and telling you that you've got no evidence. How do you think that makes anybody feel? How would it make anybody feel? Hearing that. It's absolutely sick. That's right, mate. Anyway, my name's Andy Mackey. I'm known as the Truth Machine. I'm putting on a gig so victims can get together and talk about what's been going on and make plans for future protests in the country. It's on the 17th of July. It's at Darlington. It's a free gig, so nobody has to pay anything. But any donations towards portable toilets and sound system will be much appreciated. And that's the 17th of July. If you want to look it up on YouTube, I'm known as the Truth Machine on YouTube. Look it up, it's child abuse. I've got lots of different folders for lots of different things that I expose. There's an advertisement on there telling you all the dates and times and what bands are playing and who's going to be speaking. Right, thank you very much for listening. On to the next bit.